Hello and welcome back to the 2023 Discraft's Great Lakes Open, presented by Grip 6. Coverage brought to you by Ace Run Pro. This is a Disc Golf Pro Tour Playoff event, and my name is Holly Finley.
And I am Raven Klein. Look out for that tree. Here comes round 3. We are in Milford, Michigan for the third round of this playoff event. I'm excited to see a new card play. This is definitely the best weather that we've had of the 3 days. Not really too windy, sun was shining. I mean, a little bit of swirly wind, but nothing like yesterday. First on our card, we have Missy Gannon. She's currently second in C2 in regulation, 64%. Following her, we have Maria Oliva, and she is currently fifth in birdies at 31%.
Jennifer Allen, 8th in birdies at 28%. Rounding out the card, Alexis Mandujano, 3rd in Circle 1 putting at 90%. Impressive stat.
I love that 90% is third. We're going to start off with hole 1, par 3, 545 feet. Such a great way to start the day. You have OB lining the fairway on the left and right side, but the right side is a little bit more forgiving, although it is blind from the tee pad. Today we are playing to this left basket, which is elevated for us, and so some people will either play it a little bit safe, throwing maybe a forehand off the tee, or you can get a little frisky with a backhand turnover and try and push your way all the way down.
From Beacon, New York, Missy Gannon.
That was a very loud applause.
That was. Way to show up, everybody. There have been really good crowd numbers all 3 days, honestly. Missy going with the backhand. It is fading to the right side, but she gets the thumbs up. Thank you, spotter.
Maria Oliva.
She has the cutest shirts.
Maria Oliva shot a 5 under par yesterday, catapulting her to this female chase card.
She goes with the sidearm off the tee, and she's fine in the fairway, but definitely a little bit short.
From Gilbert, Arizona, Jennifer Allen.
Backhand turnover for Jen, but it is not turning. Unfortunately, it's hyzering out into the out of bounds.
Alexis Mandujano.
I like that angle from Alexis. I think on the sidearm, being confident enough to swing it over the OB a little bit longer so that you can push further up the fairway. But
and we're off.
It's risky.
It is. Jennifer Allen's third shot after going out of bounds left off the tee, and her upshot is hyzering as well. Oh no, she's out of bounds again, left side. Maria Oliva stands still, backhand with a bird.
Leaves it a little short, but she's inside the circle. Alexis Mandujano with a standstill backhand approach. She goes a little bit past the basket.
Missy does a jump putt layup. Jennifer's trying to make a putt for a 5 here. And off the front of the cage, she'll have to settle for a 6, hopefully. Still work to do yet. Oliva in for par. That's a great starting putt, especially on an elevated basket.
Mandujano in for par.
Missy cashes in her par putt here on hole 1. And Jennifer will take a 6 here on the first.
This plate is the most difficult hole today, and there were no birdies, which makes me extra mad that I missed my birdie putt. It's fine.
Here we are on hole 2, an uphill par 4, 376 feet. Off the tee, would like to land in the middle. However, if you land anywhere on the left side, obviously inside that orange plastic fence, it's actually a pretty good spot to be. Gives you a hyzer approach, which is the most common throwing form we see out here. The second shot, hopefully between 200 and 270 feet, can get you up here in the circle at a look at a birdie 3. We do have the short elevated basket again today. Missy Gannon up first. Nice hyzer off the tee, and she lands on the left side of the fairway.
On this hole, do you like to leave your approach just a little short of the basket, or do you try and get to the top of the hill?
I want to be level with the basket, but not past it.
Okay.
You know,
it's a very thin little window
to be
there.
on the left or right side.
Maria's drive leaks left over the berm, but she's still on the edge and won't have too much inner way.
Alexis has a good shot. She's on the left side of the fairway. Jennifer puts her T-bird in the middle of the fairway. Alexis opts for a standstill approach, and she is thrown past the basket by a couple of feet. She has a look at a birdie. And Missy's shot was so good, she also can do a standstill approach. Very good drives on this hole from the ladies. Jennifer Allen stands still with a Yeti AVR. Ooh, tower tap.
Here's Maria Oliva on the left side. Comes in just left of the basket. Good approach from her.
Missy Gannon up first for her birdie. A little low and right side.
Probably better that she hit the corner than had she hit it straight on, because that could have rolled.
Alexis takes no time at all to smash in her birdie putt.
Maria follows suit, getting a birdie on hole 2.
Missy with a par. And Jennifer Allen turbos in her birdie putt. Mini turbo.
Mini turbo, yeah. Don't need much more than that.
3 birdies and a par.
Hole 3, par 5, 915 feet. There is OB along the entire right side. Left side starts a little bit wider out past the berm. Some players might try and get aggressive, maybe throw something full flex that will get just shy of where you see this sign and OB area. Other players might just try and get to the ground as fast as possible so that their second shot can go up to the left side of the fairway and they can pitch in for the birdie. This is a hole where a lot of players might even go OB and you can still save the par.
Oliva up first.
Oh, it's great.
Very nice angle on Maria's shot. Trailing down the right side, slowly moving to the fairway. Perfect shot.
Another thumbs up from a spotter. There's always a minimum of 3 spotters on this hole.
Very much needed. Alexis with a mid off the tee.
Did that stick?
She has trickled into the out of bounds on the left side. Jennifer Allen with a T-bird backhand.
Really like the height on that.
I like the nose angle too.
Yeah.
Moving downhill with a slow left finish, and she's in bounds with good distance. She could attack for eagle from there. It's a beautiful disc Missy's throwing.
It really does need to hook up.
And Missy leaked over to the right side, which if you've ever played here, you know how bad it is over there. Often it just eats your disc. So Missy up first. This is her third shot. Going for that placement corner that Raven mentioned. She could still save par.
If you don't get as far as Jen, it's always nice if you can at least get halfway up that hill so that you can see the basket. But holes like this that have all those banners are helpful because you can try and use the banners as your spotter.
Alexis's third shot, also a good placement shot. Now Maria's going for the eagle. She sent a distance shot over that center out of bounds, and look at this, right outside the bullseye. Oliva has an eagle putt. Jennifer Allen's second shot.
Stay up, stay up, stay up.
It's low, but it's fast enough to get there. And she is in eagle territory as well. Wow. I can't wait to see a double eagle.
That is, it's rare to find the 1, but 2? Color me impressed. Well, when it happens, color me impressed. A nice upshot by Missy. So she'll have a fairly easy par save. Alexis with the simple backhand approach, just outside the bullseye.
Jennifer Allen for eagle.
Oh,
Off the left side cage. Oliva for eagle. It's in!
Well done, Maria.
Maria Oliva representing Team Infinite this year. Missy Gannon's in for par. Oh no, and Alexis is a very fast putter, but sometimes I think just a second or two more focus might be needed, and she missed a 10 8-footer just then, unfortunately, and now she'll have to settle for a bogey. Jennifer Allen's in for a birdie, though. She made easy work of that. I love a fast putter, but, it's a lot cooler if the putt goes in than it is if you play fast.
That's true.
Hole 4, a par 4, 508 feet. A lot of different ways you can play this hole. We've got a hyzer placement shot going around this tree right here, or the more common shot like the drone is flying, landing right about here, or even further if you have a premium shot right about here. That'll leave you around 200 to 250 feet up to the pin, but we've got these new tiered levels, so you can't hit low and scoot anymore. You actually have to get it in the air and land at the distance you want to go. I've been playing the uphill scoot for years, so it's almost like a new hole. Maria has a nice backhand turnover placement right past the evergreen.
I feel like now it's kind of like skee ball.
I love skee ball.
If you fall a little short, you get hit, you hit the edge, fall backwards, and you end up with a 10.
Jennifer Allen's T-Bird lands
beautiful.
About 40 feet in front of Maria's shot over on the right side. She'll have a really nice window up to the basket.
Ooh, if Missy's had held that turn, it would have been in the ideal position. She's probably going to have to deal with those low pine branches where she landed now. But we'll see what it looks like.
Alexis' shot is heading towards that evergreen, and unfortunately it has smacked her down. It could be difficult for the birdie, but very easy up and down from where she's at.
Let's see if she can get just to the base of the hill. So like Holly said, that's an easy up and down.
She's a really good putter. That could still be a birdie.
That's true. That would be a gutsy birdie.
Maria Oliva is actually in a prime position. She has smushed her upshot a little past the basket. It's going to be a 20-foot birdie putt for her. And like you said, Missy was a little out of position. She went maybe 60 feet further than Jen and Maria. And she was just under those low limbs. It just didn't give her a shot. So she's laid up. She'll have to play for par.
Beautiful upshot by Jen. And she'll be putting for birdie.
Jen told me she's pretty much played the entire course with a T-Bird, a Mako, and a Yeti AVR.
I believe it. I do notice I definitely don't use all the discs in my bag unless you get into trouble. You've got maybe 5.
Oliva for birdie, downhill putt. It's in.
Beautiful.
Strong putting from Maria to start out. Alexis laid up. She decided to play hole 4 for par. She took a little more time to focus on that one.
Yeah, still fast putting compared to a good amount of the field, but probably twice as long as the putt on 3.
Jennifer Allen is in for birdie.
Just like in our first video, I want to let you guys know that we will be having another giveaway for another one of my Raven Klein convicts. And in the comments, I just want to know your favorite fairway driver. Moving on to hole 5, par 3, 480 feet. You can see some players try and just play this smart, avoiding the left and right by throwing either a mid or a fairway kind of just at the ground in the center, leaving them with a simple approach. But you can see there's a lot of space if you want full flight and you want to flex something that starts on the left side of the fairway and fades through these last couple of trees. It can get a little bit hairy on the left side, but still a doable par. And there is OB behind the basket, which I think sometimes we forget about.
Oliva up first. Her shot moves over to the right side of the fairway, but she gets a ways down there, so she should have a fairly simple up and down and maybe even a hero putt. Jennifer Allen trying to steer her disc back to the basket, and it works. Missy's shot much lower with a more nose-down angle over on the left side, but she gets pretty good ways down the fairway.
Really trying to get that body English going.
Oh, Alexis pulls her shot over to the right side in the forest, and she gets kicked down early.
Alexis's out gets just to the edge of the woods, so she's at least has a clear shot. Pushing past the basket pretty much to the edge of circle.
Missy Gannon is in the rough, so she's looking to scramble. She could get a 3 from here if she gets inside the circle, and she has given herself a putt.
Maria for birdie.
A bit of a jump putt. Looks like she might have jumped into a limb or something and sort of sent her jump putt offline. Jen lays up. Missy Gannon needs this putt to save par. From 35 feet. Wow.
Beautiful.
What a scramble. Oh yeah, that deserved
That's
a run
fair.
back.
Dead center chain. Pretty wide stance there for Missy too. She had to put a lot more of that into her upper body. Alexis. Good putt.
Maria, it's a safe par. A bit offline with that one. She misses the basket right side. Looking to clean up with a bogey here. From circle's edge again. Oh, no, missed it left side. That's unfortunate. Jen's in for the par.
This is a very difficult hole on the course. Maria will putt for her double bogey. It did play as the second most difficult with only 2 birdies today. Haley King and Macy Valadiez.
Here we are on hole 6, 419 feet, par 4. Your tee shot is going to be either a placement shot, landing right about here, or more aggressive, trying to get as far as you can, maybe down in the valley or even a little further. Forehand flex would be amazing, but I haven't seen any of those from the female division yet that have been successful. This is a fairly easy par 3. It's a fairly easy 3, but only if you have a good placement off the tee. Jennifer Allen up first, a little hyzer shot, and she's kind of in the wooded area. Not ideal, but she could scramble something from there.
Yeah, she pushed forward a little bit too far. There are like 2 small windows from that side, so I'm curious to see how she'll approach the second shot.
Missy's shot looked a little too high and hyzered, and she is over there in the left side rough. But much like Jen, she might have something to work with. Ooh, Alexis with the perfect placement right in the middle. Oliva's Berg off the tee, over there in the same spot as Jen, just not quite as deep. I love a patent pending.
Me too. Oh. Swings her shot just a little bit too wide, and she catches a tree and it puts her about halfway back down the hill. Approach from Alexis. She kind of cuts her sidearm a little bit too close and doesn't land on the top of the hill, and it just fades with the slope. So she'll probably be just outside the circle. Missing everything, but doesn't quite get high enough to be the top of the hill.
Oh, and Jennifer, she was in that wooded area, was trying to going for a backhand turnover, but just hit the tree right in front of her. Now she's looking to save the par. And that was a perfectly executed turnover out of Jen.
So after the tree kick by Maria, she's just got a nice pitch up to save par. Alexis with a little look at a putt there, but leaves it low.
Jennifer Allen to save par from 15. It's in.
Missy's putt approach up the hill just went a little bit past the basket. This is a very fast green, so sometimes your layups can push too far. Not a problem for any of these players. They all kept it close. And Missy, Alexis, and Maria just tapping in their pars. Maria Oliva, the only player still under par right now. I expect that to change.
Clean looking scorecard for Missy Gannon.
Yeah. Hole 7, par 4, 538 feet. You have OB all along the right side. A really good shot gets to the top of the hill. A really great shot pushes about to these sunspots, leaving you with a fairly simple approach. You want to avoid, even though the left side is an OB, the rough gets kind of hairy. So if you can hyzer something into the hill or a straight shot, ideally, then you might have a putt.
Jennifer Allen with her T-bird off the tee. Almost hitting the spotter.
It's a beautiful shot.
She
It's
makes
a very common shot shape on this hole, but if you turn it over just a little bit too much, there's a branch on the right side of the fairway that catches a lot of discs.
Missy doesn't make it up to the flats, but she's almost there. Alexis on the top shelf. Ria's put a move on this thing. And she is inbounds, well up on the top shelf. We'll have to see if Missy's going to try to attack it. Actually, she's in a pretty good angle, and oh no. Looks like her foot didn't rotate and the shot just sort of went over into the left corner.
That was a good tree that she hit at the end, though. It's beautiful.
Alexis gets her upshot inside the circle. She'll have a look at a birdie 3.
I actually prefer to be a little bit left on the fairway so that it's more of a hyzer shot, like Alexis's was.
Jennifer Allen opts for the standstill Yeti.
Oh, hits the koozie.
Koozie hit.
Yeah, could you imagine if I would have played hole 1 good?
Jen, one of our most vocal players. Maria slings the berg up there. She's got a birdie putt.
At the end of the flight of Missy's shot, she caught this tree on the right, and it saved her from probably going another 20 to 40 feet down this hill. A soft forehand approach to land flat on the hill.
Alexis is in for the birdie. Oliva in for birdie. Missy's shot just a little too right side. Only catches one or two outside chains and falls out. But Jen Allen is in for the birdie.
Missy's first blemish.
I shouldn't have said that. I just said how clean Missy's scorecard was. I'm sorry,
You have to
Missy.
remember how much power we have when we do commentary about things that have already happened.
You can blame that on me, Missy. Blame that one on me. Let's check out hole 8, a par 4 coming in at 390 feet. You cannot see the basket off the tee, so you're looking for a placement shot and relying on your practice round. Out of bounds left and right. You want to get past that evergreen you just saw, although it's kind of a disc eater. You can fall short of it and still get a birdie, but it's not as easy as it would be if you had a clean shot. Hopefully you can get up to where you can at least see the basket, pitch up there, and have a look at a birdie 3. Jennifer Allen up first with a champion Mako 3 turnover. She's past that evergreen. Beautiful shot.
So good. I do like the sidearm play if you're willing to throw it more toward that left OB, because like you said, that tree really is a disc eater. Maria going backhand gets just under the branches.
Maria thanking the disc golf gods for keeping her in bounds. Missy's backhand turnover going right for that tree. She gets smacked down right near Alexis. First up, Alexis from the right side corner, forehand. Oh no, is it in
It
bounds?
seemed really tight.
I hope it is. It must have busted through.
I feel like that's a very common error if you get stuck on this the right side of the tree, is that you cut it too tight around the corner. Good shot from Missy. Seems like she'll just have a long birdie putt.
Maria is pinched off on the right side as well, so she's going to have to rely on a forehand to get up there and get close to the basket. It looks a little long. It's in bounds, and she has a putt.
I'm going to say that is the second most common error, is when you're pinched that tight, you put so much like oomph on the disc that you actually go long OB. Missy for birdie. She wanted to erase that bogey right away. Good comeback.
Well done, Missy.
Or bounce back.
Alexis in for birdie. Alexis plays so fast. If you ever practice putt with Alexis on the putting green, it's a bit ridiculous because, you know, by the time you've putted twice, she's already done with a 7 stack. Maria hits off the band for her putt, but Jennifer makes good for the birdie. But Maria's in for the par, so no harm done. Just as you said, Raven, now 3 players sitting under par.
Called it.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
Hole 9, par 3, 472 feet. There is no actual OB on this hole. However, there are a lot of places that you don't want to end up. A lot of shots will end up kind of going toward that right tree. I think it's a little magnetic, but a great shot. So far, I've seen just getting inside circle 2, but no one has really landed inside circle 1. It's very tough if you're not close enough. Pretty much no one is running this because of the slope behind the basket with the elevated pin. We haven't seen a single birdie on this hole in the first 2 days.
Jennifer Allen up first.
Flip. More.
She tries commanding the disc, but it doesn't listen very
Ooh,
well.
big skip down the side of the hill.
She's made it almost pin deep. She's over on the left side. It's going to be a pitch up for par.
Alexis pulling her drive to the right side. Like I said, there's no OB, but she actually looks like she went over onto 10's fairway.
That could be an
Which I have
interesting
seen.
scramble. Maybe she could spike hyzer over the top of the trees.
Ooh, this is looking nice for Missy. Come on. Ooh,
Well done from Missy Gannon, sending her shot about 430 feet.
if someone's gonna run it on this, I mean, actually on this card, there's probably three of them would, but Missy would go for that.
Maria Oliva gets good ways down the hill. She'll have a circle 2.5 putt at it.
I feel like our best bet for seeing a birdie on this hole is for someone to send it long on the left side and be putting back up. A beautiful approach from Alexis. She gets right next to the bullseye.
It was closer than it appeared.
Yeah.
Maria with a tower tap.
Jen just behind the spectator rope.
Oh gosh.
Leaves it low on the hillside.
Missy
Yes!
Gannon with a birdie on hole 9.
Oh, I'm so excited. I purposely didn't look at the stats because I didn't want to ruin it if it happened. I'm so happy.
We've been waiting for a birdie, Missy, so I appreciate that. Jen's in for the par. Yeah, Missy's double erased her bogey.
Yeah. Really put a stamp on it. Good putt from Jen. A par from Alexis. Oh, man.
Two birdies on the day here. The other one from Cat Merch, who threw a metal flake katana, and Missy Gannon, which you just watched right there. What an incredible front 9 from these ladies. Taking a look at the leaderboard.
Man, Owens-Coggins still just, at this point, kind of waltzing. She's just having a great tournament. Ella Hansen trying to make the run at her. Kat Merch, Holland Hanley, and Maria Oliva really shooting hot, trying to get up there. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this front 9. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Ace Run Pro on Instagram and Twitter.
And if you'd like to support me, Holly Finley, you can head on over to pharmacbd.com and use code HOLLY for 20% off all Pharma CBD products.
Don't forget there's a giveaway on this video. Leave your favorite driver in the comments for a chance to win one of my Pro Tour. Oh my gosh. No, one of my Tour Series Convicts. They're great. We will see you on the back 9.